I thought you were not much of a drinker, Lord Kilmartin.
No, I am not. But in my defense, your mother does not like me. Well, if I am to be bold, I shall need some time to think about it.
Oh.
You have not told him, but you always will. Eloise, please do not tell him. He will find out. If it's too difficult for you to reveal the truth, I will reveal it to him myself.
Hey guys, welcome back to Patten Time. Today is a special day. We are here to review Bridgerton Season 3 Part 2. So by the time you're probably watching this, it would have been like a few days. But it only came out obviously Thursday the 13th? Yeah, Thursday 13th. But yeah. So yeah, we are going to be reviewing Part 2. Just want to say, if you are returning subscribers, welcome back to our channel and for sticking with us, and I hope you do enjoy this review. If you are new, welcome to Patten Time, and we have a few different reviews and reactions, so make sure you check that out on our channel. You might like something on there, so definitely have a look and come along with us as we review and react to multiple different things. Also, quickly, we are doing a giveaway, and it's a way of just giving thanks to you all and for supporting us in our new journey and on, you know, a new channel. And we just want to give back and say thanks to you all. The instructions will be in the previous videos, but just make sure you're subscribed, follow us on our social media, which is TikTok and Instagram. And yeah, put on post notifications and also comment when you've done all of those things. Again, the instructions, if not clear, will be in the other videos and also on our community tab, so have a look at that as well. And yeah, we're just going to get into our review of Part 2, Episode 5. The episode title is TikTok. Obviously today we have myself, Sarai, and Fia. So, I think it was like pretty much at the beginning of the episode anyway.
Within the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, pretty much straight away. Is the intimate scene. Colin intimate scene.
Well, their second intimate scene.
Yeah, this is like the first one where they actually sleep together for the first time.
Yeah.
So we see that. Yeah, just a quick insight actually, because I don't think we've ever discussed this. That was actually the scene where they broke furniture.
You were.
It was actually a rehearsal. Yes.
Yeah.
So that was the scene I obviously when I was just looking at different TikTok and social media. That was the scene they actually broke furniture, and people were saying that you could actually see where they've cut to like a different take because they obviously got carried away and they just kept going, and so they must have broke the sofa. That's probably what it was that they broke. And you know when it cut to like a bird's eye view, that's because of it was a different take because they had broken the furniture. So I thought that was a bit interesting. But anyway, yeah, that was the scene.
I think before the scene itself actually started and obviously it became explicit, I think because me and you watched it together.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
And I think for us it was like when Colin and Colin.
Oh yes, yeah.
When Penelope and Colin were having a conversation, the build up, right? When they were having a conversation, it was basically what was it basically about? Colin trying to prove that
she was in the mirror,
that he loved her.
Yeah,
that he loved her or that she was special.
Yeah.
So okay, so we're waiting for this proof that he loved her or that she's special, and then it's like you go from complimenting her as a person to then tracing your hand down. Talk about sexual things and then tracing your hand down her body.
Yeah,
it's like so this is how she's special.
Yeah.
Like
you
where was she, like
he was. I think he spoke about her character very briefly, and then it just turned into physical talk.
And which it doesn't make any sense because you've been friends for this long period of time. So I expected there to be more talk about how beautiful she is as a person.
Yeah.
But yet you start touching her and then you end up sleeping together. It's like okay, so by you then touching her and then sleeping with her, you've proved to us that you love her. Yeah. No, you didn't in that scene. You really didn't.
That was annoying because it didn't match what he was saying or what he was doing.
It didn't. So that was the first annoying part.
For me, it was a very shocking scene. Very shocking. It escalated so quickly.
Yeah.
I was shocked.
Yeah.
I was shocked.
Yeah.
I could not believe what I was watching. I was confused actually. I had to even double check that I was still watching Bridgerton because this is not what I remember.
A lot of people said
this is not what I was remember from Bridgerton season one.
Yeah.
Not even season 2. So when that happened, I was like, wow, this is what they're doing now. And you know what it was as well? On top of the unchaperoned behaviour, again,
a lot of it.
a lot of it this time, because
yeah.
now they were actually intimate.
Yeah.
It was also
Yes.
the fact that she was bare-chested.
That's
Yeah.
what Leah said.
So I was
That
then
shocked
thinking,
me.
wow, she went to that length, to that extent. This ain't Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is not Game of Thrones.
But
then
like,
Soraya-
I was
because that's what Leah said as well. But
Yeah.
then I actually can't remember season 1 very well
I
because
don't
obviously
think Daphne showed
because obviously
anything.
season 2, like I've seen season 2 about 9 times, so I know it almost by heart. So I know that Kate, in the very last episode, was bare chested,
Was she?
and her
You
bum
saw
was
it-
showing
you
as
saw
well.
it briefly.
But it was a
It wasn't
split
long.
second.
Oh, is it?
It was not very long.
Yeah, but was it an intimate scene or was it?
it wasn't
a
an
bath scene?
intimate scene.
No, yeah.
Oh.
But it wasn't.
I don't
Technically,
remember
it wasn't necessarily like it was a very short intimate scene. It was the last episode after Kate and Anthony got married.
Yeah.
So yes, they
Yeah.
were being intimate, but it wasn't to the extent of Colin.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
yeah.
and she was bare chested and her bum was shown as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah. So when Penelope did it was a shock.
It was a shock.
But we've seen it before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I
So-
completely forgot anyway at the time.
I just thought, I was very appalled, to be
Yeah.
honest. I was very appalled.
Yeah.
And I just don't remember from the previous seasons Penelope being so willing to just do any and anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's
There
what
was
I
no
don't like.
questions asked.
No.
There was
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
debating.
That's what I don't like.
It
And
was
it was
just
and
like-
it was even her to say like she doesn't want to stop.
Yeah.
And can we do it again?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was much for me.
For me,
It was much.
For me,
Yeah.
that's what I think they've changed her character so much. Like obviously she's changed because she's more confident. But it's like you've changed her so much to the point where she is willing to do anything with this man before the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
she's-
it's like
and it's just it just makes her unrecognizable.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah.
And then like with the whole thing, like I mean the scene was very long. It was a very long scene.
It was very long.
It was long,
It
man.
was a very long
It was
scene.
very long.
It was
It was
explicit.
quite long.
But for me, like, and we said this in our part 1 review as well. Like, the way they portray Colin on screen, it's very much about intimacy.
Yeah.
Not
It's
connection.
very much. It's not.
Sexual
For me,
intimacy.
it's very much about sexual intimacy and chemistry. I am not
Yeah.
seeing the love with this couple, and the fact that we've seen this scene in the first 10 minutes
Yeah.
proved it. It proved it. And then it wasn't just the fact that it was shown in the first 10 minutes. It was that you went from talking about her character to then her body, to
Yeah.
then touching her, to then sleeping with her. It's like, for me, it's like, nah,
It was
like,
very quick.
Yeah.
it's very quick.
It was very quick.
It's, and so
But
when
to
I
be
was
honest-
watching it, it's like, you guys are just about
Yeah.
sex, I'm sorry.
But to be honest, I don't even know why I'm surprised, because with how part 1 ended, with the scene in the carriage
scene, yeah.
it was bound to
Yeah.
happen.
And of course we knew it was gonna,
It was
we
bound to
knew it
happen.
was coming.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was
yeah.
coming.
We kind of were
But I
prepared
just
that it
didn't
would be.
think it would come so soon.
It came
Honestly,
very quickly.
very quick.
Like literally,
Very
part 2 has just
quickly.
started.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you're
yeah.
already sleeping together.
Very quickly.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah. No, they didn't give us.
And
any
for
time
me,
that.
like, what I don't like about this couple is that there's no real acknowledgement about the fact that we're not yet married.
Yeah, it's just
You've
fine.
done it's just fine.
It's
You've
just
done
fine.
the carotene, touching each other up, whatever. Now you've slept with each other within the first 10 minutes of part 2. There's no acknowledgement of, oh, we can't do this.
No.
Oh, we're not married.
No.
Oh, I can't compromise you this way. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Even though Kay and Anthony slept together,
But
it
he
wasn't this quick.
Yeah,
But
and
he
he recognised it
recognised-
straight
And
after.
Straight away.
He recognised
And it
after
wasn't,
that.
obviously, we'll get into this in the...
And that's
in
why
the,
he in Kate and Anthony
Yeah.
Kate and Anthony's one, when because they did
yeah.
slip up before the marriage.
Yeah.
But at least he recognised.
Yeah, straight
Exactly.
away.
And then he said, because of that, I think that's because of that, they then pushed for the marriage anyway, because
Yeah.
he's compromised her now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
straight
yeah,
away.
yeah, yeah.
So,
Straight
yeah.
away.
But
He
Colin
did not
hasn't.
hesitate.
But Colin hasn't. That's not even come out of his mouth. It's like he doesn't care.
No, but
Yeah,
remember,
well, it did, but
it
just
did.
not in episode
It
1.
wasn't
Not episode 5,
yeah,
sorry.
Because I was just about
Because
to
he
Yeah,
did
no,
address it.
no, yeah.
He did mention it, but it
Yeah.
wasn't in episode 5.
Yeah,
know,
but
yeah,
now
obviously we
you're
spoke about
engaged.
that.
What that means it's okay.
Yeah, and then obviously there was a scene which was also in the trailer where Anthony was getting ready to address Colin for compromising Penelope, but Benedict stops him. And for me, when I was watching it was like, that's a cop out.
Yes.
Because Anthony could have said so much to this man.
Yes.
And he needs it.
Yes.
He needs to be spoken to by Anthony.
Yes. Yep.
He needs to.
Yeah.
Anthony's the eldest and Anthony's been there.
Yeah.
And guess what? When Anthony slept with Kate, he went straight to proposal because he recognised it was wrong.
Yeah.
With Colin, there was no recognising we've done the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Until way later.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. No, don't like it.
Yeah, but obviously since we were kind of talking about Kathony anyway, so we see them come back. We see them come back for a little bit, and then they come back and they obviously announce that they're expecting. So that was really nice.
Yeah, that was nice.
That was really sweet.
It was lovely to see them.
And just seeing like the growth in Kate. Like she's such a lovely character.
Yeah.
And just seeing her elegance, and she's come back and she's just a completely different woman.
And I think
the way she's running, it just suits her. Like her look, everything just suits her so much.
Kate
is a different man as well.
Oh yeah.
No, absolutely. Kate,
I think they both do. Kate suits being a wife.
Yeah.
And Anthony suits being a husband.
Yeah.
But what I also like about the two of them is that they've changed and you've seen the growth, but they're still them.
Yeah.
Kate still challenges it even now.
Yes, exactly.
But Anthony and in the end of season 2, where he said he would humble himself before her, he's done that.
Yes, he has.
You can see that in him.
Yeah.
He has humbled himself before her.
Yeah, it's really
That's
nice.
love.
Man.
I'm sorry.
It's really nice.
Like you really see. Oh, I don't know. These actors, Simone Ashley and Jonathan Bailey are brilliant actors.
Yeah, it's nice.
Brilliant.
And you can see the clear chemistry as well.
Oh yeah,
it's just
definitely.
it's really lovely.
You can see the relationship and the connection.
Yeah, but obviously we didn't see them a lot, but again it's fine. But it's nice that we got them in the first episode, especially because we saw them once in part 1. So it was nice for them to welcome them back in, and then that was really nice to see them anyway.
We're just always smiling,
we're just smiling like, oh.
But it's like when they're on the screen, like I don't know if you guys agree, but it's like when they're on the screen, you can see and you can feel the love between them.
You can feel it.
Just,
like you can do nothing but smile.
Yeah,
just
man,
like wow, just wow.
Just
But yeah, obviously we didn't see too much of them, but again, it's okay anyway. They did their part. I think they did their part maybe in this episode.
Yeah.
And we'll obviously get into like later episodes anyway.
Yeah.
But to basically sum up the rest of it, we saw more on Eloise and Penelope, which was really good. We saw more of that tension, more of that fire. One of the trailers that showed Eloise saying, if you don't tell him that I will about the Lady Whisperer.
And then obviously,
we saw more. Exactly. So we saw more of Eloise and Penelope. She giving Whistledown, Penelope, a deadline, like you've got till midnight to tell this man.
I will.
You literally got it.
Yeah.
So then obviously the Queen now, she's resumed like a hunt, like to get Penelope Lady Whistledown's identity. So we see more of that, and that there's gonna be a reward. And so Cressida now comes forward because she is deemed to marry Lord Greer. Is his name. And obviously she doesn't want to. He's like old. He's like in his 80s. It's just wrong. Yeah, right. He's like in his 80s, but she's supposed to marry him, and he wants like how much?
5 kids.
5 kids or something like that.
Said,
And obviously, so the Queen was like given a £5,000 reward, and she's just thinking of herself basically because Lady Whistledown doesn't need to marry because she's not whatever. With that money. Then she wouldn't need to marry all of that as well, and obviously because she's Whistledown as well,
and she would be able to move out of society exactly. And have her own
so she's
life.
obviously looking out for herself, and she's like, no, I'm okay. Let's do this. So she comes forward as Lady Whistledown. Obviously at the same time, Kathony announces their pregnancy.
And of course, obviously we didn't read the books, but because we are fans of Bridgerton, it comes up like that they followed the books in this Cressida coming out as Lady Whistledown.
Which is really good.
No, I thought it was really good. It really well. I think so.
I quite liked it actually, the way they did it as well. It obviously made sense, which is why she was doing it, because I wouldn't want to marry Lord Greer and all that nastiness. So I think the way they did it was was really good. At the engagement ball, it was just like wow, with the tension with Penelope and Eloise, and they did a game, and it was only them two getting the answers right. It was like wow,
that was really good. I'm really like from this episode, I was really proud of Eloise.
Yeah, man, she was opening her mouth now
really proud of
because in
Eloise.
part 1 we didn't see that.
But
and
remember,
she was opening it up now, and it was like, good. Well, this is the Eloise we
This
know
is what we need.
But
and
remember,
love.
that's what we said. I remember that's what I said after part 1.
Yeah.
Was that you're gonna hear of her mouth now.
Yes.
Because now you're trying to join my family.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
So you're gonna hear her. She's not gonna just let you, come into the family with this secret.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah.
If you want to be in there, you're gonna have to tell the truth.
Yeah.
And can I just say very quickly as well, going back on that, it's building off of that point. When Colin announced to the family that they were engaged, remember the reaction of the family?
Yeah.
Open arms.
Oh yeah, straight away. There was no shock. There was no surprise.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they were all just like, oh yeah, you're gonna be my sister.
And you know what it was as well? No. And it was such a half-hearted engagement announcement as well.
Yes, it was.
Because I'm sure you're supposed to ask somebody's permission.
Yeah, and
that's what you were saying.
Before
I said.
you even, because isn't that what in part 1, the one that was courting Penelope first? What was his name?
Oh, Lord
Devlin.
Yeah. He had to go ask the mum first.
Yeah. Exactly.
Before
none
he
of that.
even announced the engagement.
There was none of that.
There was none of that. He just walked in the room and said, "Oh yes, we're engaged."
What? And what, the mum found out through Lady Whistledown? No,
yes,
or something.
She did.
No.
Yes, she did.
Featherington.
Featherington.
Yeah.
Yes, she did.
Them things don't happen.
No.
Colin, is it Colin? Yeah, Colin should have gone and spoken to Penelope's. It was just the way that
it was just thrown on us, and we're like, okay.
And then and then for me it was the open arms, and I'm like, huh?
Yeah, there was no one even questioned it. Everyone was
no,
just
but
like, okay,
because they love Penelope. She's a family friend.
Yeah, but still
like
question
when did this happen? How just nothing.
When did this happen? How did this happen? The only person that questioned it was Eloise. Because Eloise was best friends with Penelope.
Yeah.
So now she's coming out thinking, oh, so all this time you had feelings for my brother, you used me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think with this episode, to like top it off, it was just annoying Penelope's reaction to it all, and all this hyperventilating, and all this like,
that was annoying.
And then fainting, throughout the whole thing, and then fainting at the end. I'm like, oh my, get over.
She fainted at the end.
Yeah, because of whatever, scared to tell him. I was like, get over yourself, Penelope. Honestly, like, what? Just stop.
No.
Just stop. It was so annoying.
It was annoying.
But I thought. I thought the drama anyway. The drama in this episode, as the first episode back in, I thought it did its job, and it was good to see a bit more, definitely, of the Eloise storyline, because we wanted a continuation of all of that. And we wanted her to speak now, so we saw that, definitely. And I think that they did good in that sense.
In that regard, it was good. But I think as a whole, I was bored on multiple moments in this episode. Multiple moments, and then the intimate scene kind of just switched me off.
Yeah, the intimate scene as well.
But it was okay. Yeah,
it's okay. It's the first one back in.
I guess so.
Getting back into the swing of things.
Yeah.
But let us know what you guys thought of episode 5 as well, and what you were thinking of just all the different parts of it, and Cressida coming out as Lady Whistledown, that drama, Eloise and Penelope, and all you book lovers out there, seeing that link as well, and of the continuation of the books and how they did it in the books. Let us know what you guys thought about that as well. But let us know if you guys actually liked how they threw us into part 2, and what are your thoughts or anything like that. But definitely stay tuned for episode 6 of Bridgerton. And if you do like this review, please like, comment and subscribe. Again, let us know what you guys thought of the episode, and what are your thoughts for future episodes if you haven't seen it. But even if you have, we'll love to talk with you about it, and definitely stay tuned for our next episode. And at this time, we're going to say Patten time out.